It's just a public service announcement, sponsored by Just Blaze and the good folks at Rockefeller Records.
Fellow Americans, it is with the utmost pride and sincerity that I present this recording as a living testament and recollection of history in the making during our generation.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
What are you talking about, Willis?
Okay, for realsies, what are we talking about now? We're not talking about how some people can't eat burnt bagels, although we respect their struggle. What we're talking about is the ecological levels of organization.
Who a level of what?
Ecological levels of organization. The ecological levels of organization are what we use to structure the relationships among living and non-living things. So, what are the different levels? We start with species, then population, community, ecosystem, biome, and finally, biosphere. At the top is species, which is the most specific level, and as you go down, the levels get more and more broad. Some people can't eat burnt bagels is just a mnemonic device to help you remember the order. See that? So you don't need to know some people can't eat burnt bagels. And really you can use any mnemonic device that you want that'll help you remember. You could say, scientific people can't even ball, bro. But obviously looking at me, that's not true. Alright, so starting at the top with species. A species is an individual member, meaning one, of a group of organisms that can mate and produce offspring that can also mate. So let's say we have one beaver. No. One beaver. There we go. This little guy with his cute little hands is an individual member of a group of the beaver organisms. He is a species. Or she. Next we have population. A population is all the members of a species living in a particular area at the same time. So here is a beaver population. These are all the beaver that are living in this area, say the lake. You can see how we went from just one beaver to a group of beavers, getting more and more broad. Next is community, which is different populations living together in the same area. So we go back to the lake, and now we have beavers, we have ducks or geese, and we have moose or meese. Mooses? What's the plural of moose? Moosei? Either way, these are different populations living together. So we call it a community. Next we have an ecosystem, which is the community interacting with its environment, including abiotic factors or non-living factors. Here at the lake we have the beaver, we have all the different fish populations and soil organisms, so we have a community, but we're also including the environment and the abiotic factors, which is the water, which most organisms are living in. Another abiotic factor I see is the garbage there underneath the otter hunting the fish. Moving up from ecosystem, we have biomes, which are groups of ecosystems with similar climates, geography, and organisms. Here's a map of some biomes. You can see that the red is showing the deserts on Earth. Australia has a desert, North Africa has a desert. So if you go to these two deserts, although they're far away, separated by ocean, they're the same biome. So they're going to have similar climate, which means weather, humidity, temperature, precipitation, similar geography. So you're not going to go to one biome and see mountains and then go to the same biome in a different area where it's all going to be flat land. And they also have the same organisms. That's because since the environments are similar, the organisms have evolved similar traits. Alright, so you've seen how we've gone from a very specific level, one individual, to a group, to multiple groups, to one ecosystem, to now a group of ecosystems. Now we're arrived at the last level, which is the most broad. That's the biosphere. The biosphere is the sum of all areas occupied by living organisms and the sum of all ecosystems. So, if a biome is just a group of ecosystems, then what is all the ecosystems? Well, basically, is the whole Earth.
Alright guys, well, see you later, warehouse. Catch you on the flippity flip.